Welcome to Stogie Palace. I am your host, Chris. Today I have the Oliva Master Blends 3. This is a 6x52 Torpedo, which I've already did a quick little straight cut on that there. Rated at full strength. I got this from my friend in Texas again, Chris. Thanks for another awesome cigar that was on my wish list. I've had this for about 6 weeks. These go for about 12 bucks on Cigars International. Barnyardy, but just really nice tobacco smell there. Good draw. A little spicy, but once again, I can't quite figure out what the flavors I'm getting there. Whatever it is, I like it. It's like a baking spice, maybe. So this wrapper is sun-grown, made in Nicaragua. And actually, I'm pulling this one out because somebody asked if I had one of these to review, and I did. So, perfect timing. Plenty of time for resting. Should be in good shape. Feels kind of light, maybe not too dense of a pack. As you can see, pretty good draw and smoke output there. So Cigars International said this about this. Now entering phase 3 of Oliva Master Blends cigars. Every year the Oliva family cultivates a limited amount of fine tobaccos to create a rare one-time run of super premium cigars. The blend of the cigar is based solely on the leaves harvested, which often results in an entirely new cigar from year to year. Normally these cigars have been privately reserved for family use only. The scarcity of leaves acquired for this line, the Oliva Master Blends, has prevented the cigar from being released to the public, but thanks to improved growing methods and quality control, yield now allows us to enjoy the fruit of the Oliva family's labor with a limited number of cigars produced each year. Good news! The Oliva family has announced a third release of the Master Blends series, a limited edition cigar featuring the finest tobaccos cultivated within recent harvests. Available in 4 choice sizes, the Master Blends 3 cigar, MB3, is very limited in quantities and designed to cater the distinguished palate. MB3 is constructed with a luscious sun-grown broadleaf wrapper leaf and a Nicaraguan blend of Habano seed Ligero tobaccos. The result is a beautiful dark brown cigar that's bursting with complex, balanced flavor that satisfies the palate with a rich, bold, full-bodied finish. MB3 received an outstanding 92 rating. Here's what the experts had to say. A good press cigar, and it is a gentle box press, with an oily chocolate brown wrapper. A good draw imparts a good balance of earthy, creamy flavors, a spicy finish, hints of brown sugar. Yeah, I can see that. And now I'm not quite sure what is on this band. So, what do we have here? So it's a farm. It's got, I assume, an Oliva, the guy on there. Made by hand in the Cuban tradition in Spanish. Master Blends with a 3 in the middle. Some gold coins. Nice looking band, but nice looking cigar overall. Nice job on the wrapping. So, peppery, yeah, there's some pepperiness there to it. Usually not a huge fan of torpedoes, only because if the cut's not, I'm always scared about cutting it too deep and messing with the wrapper itself. So I tend to go a little smaller, and the only problem with that is sometimes tar can build up there and get a little plug towards the end. May have to recut it. This may have been 6 inches, which it looks more like 6 inches now that I clipped off little pointed end there. Either way. The only other downside to me, and this is just a personal thing, is the smaller the end, like a torpedo, the more chance for leakage around your mouth, around your lips. Performing nicely. Gotta keep an eye on that burn though. You can see it's burned a little unevenly there. But nice start. Let's see what happens. About 45 minutes into this Oliva Master Blends 3. I did go ahead and recut it just a little bit, and it didn't do any damage. As a matter of fact, it really opened up the draw nicely. The draw was doing fine, but it could have been better. A little more work than I thought I should have to put into it to get the amount of smoke and draw. But now it's just perfect, so I should have probably started there. Either way, though, retrohale. I got a comment about that. It is really, really smooth. Even some of the cigars that I've rated high, sometimes they're kind of on the strong side because they're also loaded with flavor. Usually when you have one, you have the other. With nicotine comes flavor. But a lot of times there's some harshness involved in them, especially on the retrohale, where you'll get a sting of either pepper or citrus, and you'll catch your breath. But this one, very, very nice retrohale. Not picking up any new flavors. It's been pretty consistent from beginning to a little more than halfway in now. And now it's really picking up the burn rate now that I've opened up the draw. But it's perfect draw now. Maybe a little on the, I don't want to say loose. To me, when I say loose draw, it just means that there's too much air coming through. Maybe gaps in the tobacco. So I don't want to say loose draw in a negative way. In this, it's actually a perfect draw. Lots of smoke. And it's burning really nicely on its own. And I put it aside. So it's performing great, and it's a different shape than I'm used to. It's a very gentle box press, and it's kind of flat. I don't know if you can see that. And you know, when I think, as usual, I always think of other cigars that are similar. Now, of course, what this brings to mind, and there's really not a whole lot of things in common except for the shape, the torpedo, the lightness, and the easy draw, the good draw. And it reminds me of a Perdomo Tierra del Sol. I don't know if you guys remember those. I don't think I've rated it on video. I still have a couple sitting around here. Kind of cheap, got them on Cigar Bid, really good price, Maduro and natural. It might just because it's the shape, you know, but it's not just that though. It's the pack is real similar to a real nice easy draw. Nice performer. Nice aroma, lots of smoke. A little bit different smell there. That whole citrusy thing I was talking about. But all right, not much left of this one, so let's hope it continues to perform as well as it is. Well, an hour and 17 minutes in to this Oliva Master Blends 3, and I guess I'll go ahead and wrap this review here. Thoroughly enjoyable cigar. When it got towards the end here, I did have to apply a little heat to it because I guess a little bit too much ash came off, and so did it really need it? I don't know. I could probably say that this thing didn't need a relight. Definitely didn't need touch-ups. The burn was a little uneven there at the beginning, but no, it evened up after about the first third. No problems there. Appearance, well, here is the well done band. Kind of a different little shape there, as you can see. Nice embossed, looking good. The cigar itself, no problems there. It's holding together perfectly, well wrapped, no problems at all. So good appearance, burn and aroma, both great. I love not having to touch up a cigar. Love not having to baby a cigar. Love to be able to smoke it straight through. Aroma's really nice. I will say the last third here did shift a little bit to the better. It was a little bit sweeter towards the end. Let's see, flavor, smooth. For something that's supposed to be full strength, I didn't feel really, there was no bitterness ever. That was great. Like I said, the retro hail, one of the smoothest I've ever had. Really nice performer. Let's see, strength, medium plus. I can't say full, not even close. And this is, you know, a fairly long Torpedo. And, you know, I figured I would feel something if they called it full, but no, not yet. Enjoying it thoroughly. So, yeah, just all around nice. I don't know how long it was aged before I got it, but whatever it was, it's just at the perfect stage right now. So overall, look at this. Still performing terrifically, all the smoke and everything. I end up scoring this a 96, like a lot of others, because it's just really, really, really good. And that's a high 96. I know somebody said something recently about 96 point something that I don't grade on points after the number, but it was pointed out to me that I say sometimes a high 96 or a mid 96 or a low 96. No, this is definitely a very high 96. Just terrific all around. Thanks again again to Chris for sending this to me. Another Chris. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Glad I did it. Glad I took the suggestion to light it up. I would say one of the high points of it would probably be the draw. It's just drawn so nice. For a cigar this big, it probably should have lasted longer because I'm not the fastest smoker in the world. But it's going to be an hour and a half. This thing's going quick, especially after I did that second cut, which I should have done right off the bat. But it's, like I said, a little worried about messing it up, but no, it's holding together perfectly. It's great. So I am going to wrap this up. Once again, this is the Oliva Master Blends 3. I think it's the first Oliva I've ever smoked or rated or I'll have to look. I don't know. But check out my StokeyPalace.com where I have them ranked in order. Tell me what you think. I appreciate the comments about the redesign, that some of you have liked it, and I definitely appreciate all the comments and suggestions, and it's cool. It's all good. So once again, Chris, Stogie Palace. I will see you later.